How to have a healthy relationship from afar. The do's and don'ts. When you and your partner live in different cities or countries, it's not always easy to keep the spark alive. You can't just see each other every day and spend all your time together. In fact, being apart might make you stronger as a couple. It can be challenging, but there are ways to keep a relationship going when one of you is living somewhere else. Keeping the flame burning is not always easy, however, that doesn't mean it cannot be done. It may be a long-distance relationship, but there are many things you can do to strengthen it and keep it healthy. So in this video, I will explain some steps you can keep the fire burning. But before we begin, kindly take a second or two, click on the subscribe button, like and share this video so the next time I upload a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Know what is important to you and your partner in a relationship. Communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. If a couple cannot openly and honestly communicate, their relationship may suffer. However, it's important to remember that not every relationship is the same. When you and your partner first started dating, you discussed what was important to you in a relationship. This could include topics such as how often you wanted to see each other, whether you wanted to be exclusive, how you wanted to handle relationships with friends, and so on. Keeping the same kind of communication going during a long-distance relationship can be challenging. It's easy to forget to call or text your partner if you see them rarely. It's also easy to forget to check in with your partner to see how they are doing and what is going on in their life. It's important to keep the communication going to keep your relationship healthy. 2. Stay present and be there for each other as much as possible. Distance can cause a lot of guilt and anxiety. You may feel bad that you can't be with your partner more often or that you can't help out more with their life. Your partner may feel guilty too, and this can block communication and hurt the relationship. For example, you might feel guilty that you can't be there to help your partner move into their new apartment. Or your partner might feel guilty that they can't be there for you to help you move out of your apartment. One of the best things you can do for your relationship is to stay present and be there for each other as much as possible. If your partner needs a friend to talk to, be there for them without feeling guilty that you can't be there in person. If your partner needs help with something, be there for them with words or advice over the phone or through a video call. 3. Keep the communication lines open. If you have a long-distance relationship, the time you spend together is important, but the time you spend apart is just as crucial. Long-distance relationships require more than just seeing each other on the weekends. Communication is vital to keeping a relationship healthy and strong. You may think that because you see each other rarely you don't need to keep the same level of communication going. However, this is a huge mistake. You need to keep the communication going, even if it's just a few texts a week. If you're living far away from each other, it's important to keep your partner in the loop with what's going on in your life. This can be as simple as sending them a quick email every week to let them know what's going on with you. You can also keep the lines of communication open by video chatting or calling each other on the phone. 4. Don't wait for your partner to make all the first moves. In a long-distance relationship, it's easy to assume that you are the one who needs to make all the first moves. You may assume that because you only see each other every few months, you have to be the one who books the tickets and initiates contact. Don't wait for your partner to make the first move. If you want to see your partner, ask them if they want to meet up. If you want to talk to your partner, don't wait for them to initiate the conversation. Even if you don't live particularly far away, it's easy to get into a routine and wait for your partner to make the first move. In a long-distance relationship, it's easy to forget that you need to make the first move. You may think that because you don't see each other often, you don't need to initiate contact. This thinking is not healthy for a relationship. 5. Plan dates and times to connect, no matter where you are or what time it is. If you live far away from your partner, you may not be able to see each other as often as you'd like. You may get to see them once every few months or once a year. However, you can still connect with your partner. For example, if you live in New York and your partner lives in California, you may only get to see each other once a year. However, you can still connect with each other even if you can only meet up once a year. You can connect by scheduling dates or times to talk on the phone or video chat with each other. The important thing is to make time to connect with your partner. You can do this even if you only see each other once a year. You just have to make sure you have time blocked out for your partner. 6. Help your partner feel loved by meeting his or her needs without being asked. It's important to love your partner and show them that you care. However, it's also important to meet your partner's needs. For example, if your partner likes a certain show on Netflix, make sure to watch it with them. Or if your partner is a fan of a certain sport, try to go to a game with them. You don't need to spend a ton of money or do something extravagant to show your partner that you care. You just need to remember to check in with your partner and see what they need. You may have to wait until you can see your partner in person to help meet their needs, but it's important to remember to check in with your partner. 7. Have realistic expectations of how much time you can spend together. No long-distance relationship lasts forever. At some point, you will have to end the relationship and move in with your partner. However, you have to make sure you don't rush the relationship because you're waiting for a certain time to pass. You have to make sure the relationship is healthy and strong before you move in with your partner. You need to have realistic expectations of how much time you can spend together. If you live 10 hours away from your partner, you can't expect to spend 2 days a week with them. That would be too much. You'll have to find a balance between spending enough time together to feel connected and not spending so much time together that you become bored and frustrated with each other. Conclusion. It can be hard to keep a relationship going when one of you is living somewhere else. However, it can also be a great way to test a relationship and see if it's strong enough to last once you are living together. Whether you're in a long-distance relationship or not, there are things you can do to keep the relationship healthy and strong. You just have to remember to stay present, keep the communication lines open, and help your partner feel loved by meeting their needs without being asked. I hope this video was informative and meet your expectation. If you think there is something I left out, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. We learn from each other experience.